Hello everyone, welcome to this stream from Cloud Labs. Today we are going to explore Lingma, a cloud coding assistant. As always, we are going with Cloud Lingma. Okay. Basically, for right now, when we look from the billing perspective, it is free to use. Let's look at all the additions and everything. So from the product overview perspective, so this is one, as you might have used some of the coding assistants like GitHub Copilot or maybe some other providers as well. This is one same category coding assistant. However, it has little bit changes, like it has ask mode, edit mode, and the agent mode. Okay, and then also just like other code completion providers, it also provides the code complete. From the billing perspective, as we spoke earlier, right now the individual professional edition is free. Also, you have to consider that this product is still not 100% ready for the international users. So sometimes when we are using the product, you may see some of the Mandarin outputs. But probably from my perspective, this is really nice time to explore this product. So if we look from the free edition perspective itself, it has already most of the features like code completion, comment to code, cross context aware, and the multi result suggestions. Also, you can have the intelligent chat. However, the limitations are the 50 coding agents conversations returns per month. So if you want to go with more than that, you have to definitely go with the individual professional edition. So individual professional edition, it's giving you almost all the features that the basic edition has, just there is no limitation to that. Okay. And the enterprise dedicated edition, the advantage for enterprise dedicated edition is, it is like, you can do the whitelisting management with your VPC configuration as well as dedicated VPC download deployment. So in that case, what happens is, like, let's say for example, you don't want to share your code outside of your organization. This is one of the best model. So again, enterprise dedicated edition, when you have many developers working with you, and then probably you will choose that one. Okay. Also, like you have to consider minimum quantity to order, it's 100%. You can also change the subscription as and when, like before the billing period comes in. So let's say for example, if it is expiring on 30th, you can probably on 29th you can just downgrade. Okay, and make sure that you have proper roles specifically when you are going with the enterprise edition. Some of the updates here, so like let's say for example, tool invocation in the ask mode and everything. So again, I'm going to put this link in the chat where you can get all the documentation details. Now if we start with the individual edition, you can use the Lingma along with multiple IDEs like JetBrains IDE, Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio 2022, Lingma IDE. Okay, we are going to use the Visual Studio Code. Let's get started with that. Already installed Visual Studio Code. We are going to the plugin section, and here we can install Lingma. Trust the publisher and install. Okay, while it is installing here, for this particular demonstration, I'm also using the virtual desktop solution from Cloud. This is maybe in the future videos I'll explain how exactly this solution works. This is one of the easy to use solution for your case. So if you need like high-end system, you can easily connect it, and then you can easily configure temporary based on your needs, and then when you don't need it, just destroy the system. This may take some time. Let's go back to the documentation till that time. Once the installation is done, we can start with the First of all, we have to log in. So for the login, we are going to use Ali Cloud account. Okay, and then once authentication is completed, you can start using Lingma AI chat. We can also use the second method, which is access key pair, and then you can utilize with the access key pair too. Okay, let's see if it is already installed now. Still going on. Okay, this may take a while. The code completion part, you can select the code, and then it can give you the overall, like, solution, how exactly the code, inline code suggestion can be. Here we have to consider that why exactly any of the companies should go with the coding assistant. So overall global market is, like, already more than 300% growth in the coding AI agent. This coding AI agents can help the developers out to code little faster. Like, let's say for example, one of the biggest challenge is the unit test case writing. So unit test case writing, you can assign it to the automated agent and let it do it. Okay, not everything can be done or covered by an agent. However, it is just going to make the work a little bit more efficient. If we look from the as we spoke earlier in the features perspective, code completion and generation, so right now it is supporting some programming languages, like, let's say for example, Java, PHP, Python, even JavaScript. Okay, and then also the advanced, it has the highlighting of the code, multi-model model development. Here also you can use multiple models that we will see as soon as the. Okay, so now the uh, coding assistance is already installed. Let's go there. So first step, we are going to log in. So first you click on the Lingma, and then it is saying not logged in. Okay, let's log in. So you can log in with the Alibaba Cloud account or the Aliyun account. So use the old Alibaba Cloud was Aliyun. Still, like, I believe that any of the Chinese accounts are still under Aliyun. We are going to Alibaba Cloud, agree and login. Cloud, let us log in. Two-factor authentication. Once authenticated, it's a sign in successful. Once sign is successful, we can go back and check. Here you can see the login successful message. Okay. Let's go back, we close this, and then here we have different triggers, like, let's say cloud model auto trigger, or and yes, next edit suggestions. Okay, let's get started with the. Okay, here is a copilot. We are going to change it to Lingma. Okay. Head copilot. Okay. We don't want two different agents to fight with each other. Okay, let's get started. AI chat. Okay, now let's say for example, we are going to ask Lingma to create a simple HTML page that is just like under construction page. Okay, let's give the details to that. See, it is generating. Okay, we create the file here, new file. I'm going to create a folder here saying test folder, and here we are going to create the file called index.html. Okay, so index.html is saved. Then we got another file name is, let's say so style.css. Okay, let's save it. So both files are saved at the same location. Let's try to open the page and see. Created here, documents, test, index.html, open. So under construction page is ready. Okay, now let's try to break this page. Okay, so let's go back here to the code, and what I'm going to do is styles it. I'm going to change the name to styles.css. Okay, so when we do that, let's go and check what is happening there. If I refresh, the site is broken. Okay, let's ask Lingma that since the CSS is broken, okay, let's see. Again, probably my prompt was wrong. I'm going to stop the prompt. Okay, what I'm going to ask is the HTML page came out CSS. Okay, I believe still I didn't give the access to the files. That's the reason that it is having the issues. Let me just ask to check. Same directory, index link. Okay, we ask here folder. Now I'm going to put the folder so it can have access to the files. Okay, yes, I trust the authors. We are going back to the Lingma now. I am going to ask let's see. Nope, still it is not able to understand the question. Let's try to see if we can ask any other prompt. You can check here HTML. Then I'm adding the CSS style.css file too. Let's see. Now I'm giving the actual context that the problem is here. So here now it is telling the exact root cause and what is the solution. So it was my mistake that I didn't give the context of the files. Okay, so now we are going to the index.html file, and then here from styles I'm removing it to style, and then let's see if it works. Okay. We go back here and check. Yeah, it's working. So this was like a pretty quick idea about this. Now let's say for example if you have some Docker files, okay, the simple and then what happens is that you want to optimize the Docker file. Okay, so let's say I'm just going to get one Docker file from the internet. Let's say we are going with PHP Apache. This is the file. Okay. I'm just going to use this Docker file. Okay. And let's ask Lingma. Okay, again, I never tried this prompt before, so let's see the results. Okay, so this is really nice. It just came up with it already checked that simple static web file. It has HTML CSS file, Docker file has a PHP MySQL, which is not required logically, and then it has optimized the Docker file based on our needs. So this is really nice use. So by this way, like if we are from the development side, if developers are even building a Docker file, they can optimize the Docker file based on the code base. So what exactly the agent can do is agent can coding assistant can go through the complete codes and then verify. If needed, it can modify the codes. Now let's say for example here we have different type of the models, like either you can use Qwen 3 or Qwen 3 thinking or the Qwen 2.5 max. So usually like you can go with the auto, so whatever is the best choice it will go with. Okay, and then here different modes are there: ask mode, edit mode, and the agent mode. Okay, let's try edit mode. Okay, last time I tried the edit mode and it broke my project. Let's try it out now. So I want to use Apache. Let's see. So here as we spoke earlier, this one doesn't work, doesn't work well. Okay, so this one was the old one. Here you can see the difference, but we didn't want the PHP MySQL. So still this Lingma has a time for international users. It may take maybe a couple of months or years, but still we can see some of the potential there. Like let's say for example, if we go here and then we want to ask what is this, we can ask explain. So it can explain the details. Just a second, let's go back again and we ask explain. So this is Nginx, how exactly it works, and if you ask in detail, then in the detail it will explain. Now if we go to the HTML page, and then in the HTML page, let's say for example we are going here Lingma, and then we want to comment, so it can create the comments. Again, all these comments are in the Mandarin. Okay, let's say for example what we want to do is we want to create a unit test for this. First time like HTML page we are creating the unit test, but let's see. So all the tests are in now Mandarin. So this was a quick overview of Lingma. You can still explore. It may not meet your expectations as this is not still open for all the international users, but exploring right now can help you compare with what is coming in the future. Okay, thank you for joining this session. In the future we will add some more sessions for different topic. Thank you.